Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Flow of Consciousness YouTube channel. So I'm currently sitting at one of my favorite cafes here in Ghent, and it's a very pleasant vibe, very pleasant energy. There's big windows, there's lots of people. It's a very nice place. And I felt like I just wanted to do another video in public because it has some kind of vibe to it somehow. You know, the people are sitting here, some of them are looking at you, they're wondering, what is this person doing? And I very much enjoy just observing the people sitting here. You know, some of them are playing chess. There's two girls here discussing boys like a lot of girls usually do. And there's a group of people that brought a lot of children here who seems to be having like some kind of party or whatever. So just observing the day-to-day pleasantries is something that I very much enjoy, especially when I can see that it's like genuine. It's very pretty, in my opinion, when I can see people do their daily things, and when they feel engaged with one another, right? Like feeling engaged with life. It's a beautiful thing. And growing up, I sometimes didn't feel too engaged with life, and I didn't really tap into the appreciation of the small moments, right? And it's only in hindsight that you kind of, how would I say, like realize the value of these small moments, right? Maybe just having a cup of tea with a friend on a terrace in the summer, or going for a walk with your pets, or meeting up with friends and having a good time together. It's these small moments that really matter at the end of the day, right? Like all the flashy, fancy dreams you might have, it's nice, okay? And I think that it's important to have some kind of goal or direction for where you want to head in life, okay? But on the other hand, I think that the most important experiences in our lives are usually just hidden gems, just the random occurrences, the random day-to-day occurrences. And if you learn to tap into a new form of appreciation for these tiny moments, it can bring a lot of peace and pleasantries. Like I was just literally sitting here, not doing anything, just observing the space, listening a little bit to the music, feeling the energy of the place, and I very much love it, right? And you probably know when you enter a place or an environment where you feel there is some kind of quality to this place that you enjoy, that you like, it feels good, right? And this is your intuition. This is your intuition is letting you know that this is a space that you thrive in, okay? And sometimes you might enter a place where you don't feel comfortable at all, or the energy, it's off-putting, and you feel uncomfortable, you feel maybe anxious, or and I think it's important to pay attention to that, to get familiar with these impulses, these feelings, these impressions, and then pick your places based on how you feel about the places, because they really energize you, right? I feel very peaceful and energized by sitting here, and it's important to feel that, because if you constantly try to fit yourself into an environment that you actually don't really feel like you fit into, okay? And it's not necessarily that, oh, you don't fit in nowhere. No, that is not at all the case, because we all fit in somewhere. We all fit in at certain places and with certain people. And so finding the places that you resonate with on an energetic level, you feel it, okay? Looking for those places and spending time in those places can be very energizing. And Budapest is one of the places that I fell in love with almost like 10 years ago. Okay, I was there like on a trip to Romania, and we had one night free. We were a little bit delayed. It was in high school, the last year of high school, and we were on our way to Romania to help in a orphan's house, right? And so we had a little bit of a delay because we went from Belgium by car to Romania, right? But so we had one night that we could stay in Budapest and we had no plans, all right? Because it was not planned for, okay? It was just a delay. And I was there and I had the sense that I have to be back in the city. This is my place. And I did that the same summer and I completely fell in love. And I have been going back every summer ever since. And then this year I decided to move there in April, right? And I think it's such a beautiful love story, even. Like, it's a lot better than Twilight, if I may admit. But, you know, this finding these places for yourself, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like in the world. Maybe, yes, if you like to travel. I traveled for many years. I think 5 years straight, I was a digital nomad. And I still am, in a way. And so I was just looking for places that I felt good at, that made me feel good. And Budapest is one of those places. And my hometown here, Ghent, is also one of those places. And I think that, Budapest is actually just a version of Ghent, which is like 100 times larger. And it's not like too massive because, for example, Bangkok and Singapore, these are mega cities, right? They're massive. They're massive. And I don't feel good there because it's too large. You can't really wrap your head around. You can't really find the spots. I don't know like why, but it's just like the mega cities, they never really spoke to me. And I prefer these like smaller cities, even though Budapest is not that small necessarily, but it's a very, very nice place. And I really, really like it. And it's similar to Ghent, actually. And the place that I'm here now at, it has a typical vibe. It's a little bit alternative, It's not this posh crowd that comes here. I mean, I'm not judging the posh people, but it's just not really my crowd, right? I don't really like this pretentious, image-oriented type of crowd. I don't feel comfortable there. And I've exposed myself to these people, and I've really tried to connect with them. And it can happen, okay? But intuitively, it just doesn't really resonate with me, and I don't necessarily resonate with them as well, right? Like my long hair, my alternative clothes, my more like spiritual mindset, maybe. Even though some of these people might really resonate with me if we would find ourselves in a different environment, okay? Not in this, fancy party environment or a really expensive restaurant or whatever. If we would just be talking to one another in nature near a river or something, then it might become a completely different person, right? And that is the importance of the environment that you spend time in. It can really change a lot of, how do I say, how people behave, how you behave, right? If you put yourself in a place where you don't feel comfortable, you will not be able to function as your most authentic self, because you're a little bit in a flight or fight mindset. You're vigilant. You're not really able to calm and to come to your senses, to be grounded. And I feel really comfortable here. So I feel present and I feel great to be talking to you right now, right? Because it's a wonderful experience, and this place is really resonating with me energetically, okay? And these more like esoteric concepts, sometimes they really make sense, at least to me. There is such a thing as an energetic charge. There is such a thing as an atmosphere. There is such a thing as an intuitive feeling, right? And so I really learned to pay a lot more attention to these, impulses or how would I say, these experiences, these interpretations, because I used to repress them for so long. I was constantly in my logical brain trying to perform, trying to get good grades, trying to suppress my feelings and emotions, and it caused me to feel very alienated from the world, like really alienated. And now, since I tapped into my intuition more, and since I look at the small things in life and really try to align myself with these energetic atmospheres, I really try to look for the places that I feel good in and at, and the people also, right? it makes me feel so much more in touch with the world. And so maybe if you feel out of touch with reality or with your life, this might be something that you can try. You can try to look for places and really, you know, tap into how these places make you feel, these people make you feel. Do they charge you? Do they energize you? Do they make you feel peaceful, calm, like this place is doing to me right now, right? And it's a very pleasant experience. Find your places. Find your places. Bring a book, bring some music, or just nothing and be quiet and just observe. As a highly sensitive person, it's very pleasant to do that, you know, just paying attention to the small details and watching people enjoy themselves. That's a very nice thing, right? And so, yeah, I just wanted to share this experience with you all, and I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, because it's pretty, and I like pretty things and people and experiences, and this is one of those pretty experiences. So I want to thank you for your attention, for being here with me, for sharing this space with me. I hope I could leave you feeling a little bit more energized and that you enjoyed watching this little stream of thought, right? And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.